Baby, you're crazy. Cause baby, you're crazy.
Hej folken, og velkommen tilbage til en anden Lukeovision video. I think I butchered that. Hi guys and welcome back to another Lukeovision video. Now in today's video I'm going to be giving you my top 10 to the Melodi Grand Prix 2020 in Norway. Now if you've been keeping up with this series you will know that I've reacted to each and every single one of the finalists for this final on Saturday. So I thought I'd give you a little debrief and show you my top 10 in reverse order, starting from 10th place to 1st place in my Lukeovision charts. Now before we get started I must say that I've listened to these songs again and again and again since my reactions. So if my opinion is different from my reaction videos, that's because that was my genuine first reaction, whereas now I've had time for the song to settle in, sink into my brain and have a little think about it. And if your opinions vary to mine, that's really cool. I love it. I love the diversity in Eurovision and all of your different opinions and comments. So please comment down below and let me know your top 10. To be quite honest with you though, I wouldn't mind if any of my top 5 won. They're all very strong this year. You guys in Norway have some talent, I tell you that. So enough jibber jabber, let's get on. Here's number 10. Now it is okay, I would listen to it if it was on the radio, but I just find it very generic. The song doesn't really go anywhere and it falls flat. There's no energy in there. However, I will say that it is very radio friendly. Sondre has charisma. He has so much stage presence and personality. I just think he needs a track that suits him more. Now, I do like the track, I just find it a little bit lame. Formula wise, the track is great, it has an amazing key change and I am a sucker for a key change. But I just think there's a lot missing. The song has huge potential though, the vocals, great, formula, amazing. There's just a lot of stuff missing from it that could make it brilliant. I would love to see a revamp of this song. This song, again, it is quite a good track. It's just very typical of something the UK would send, like melodically, vocal arrangements, the builds in the song. It is very UK X Factor winner ballad. And slightly on the cheesy side. And we're talking mozzarella cheesy. Harmonies, great. Melody, great. Vocal arrangement, great. I just feel like it lacks a bit of power somewhere, and I don't know if that's just something that needs spicing up, because they can belt for days. It's not in the vocals. I think the track just needs a bit of oomph in it. I must say though, the instrumental, even though it's a bit of a ballad, it is still quite contemporary. I don't know if you hear some of those modern beats in the background, but it's quite fresh. And before we move on, I must say, I absolutely adore the lyric, "Heart drown in tears I've cried." That slaps. Yes, 7. It might come as a shock to some people because I know Wild is a massive favourite. And I gotta say, I do love this track, it is really cool. But I just feel like the lack of substance is really starting to show now. Raylee has an amazing presence and she sells the song phenomenally. She can dance for days. She can sing for days. She can sing and dance for days. And I mean, that's so many days, we're talking months. And she has so much fun on stage and it is very memorable. But I just feel like this is the sort of thing we're seeing time and time again. It's quite similar to Replay and Fuego and it follows the same kind of formula. Raylee sells the song, she is fantastic. I just feel like the song will start to grow old the more that it's played. And I'm not sure if it would do too well for Norway. Now, this track is so soulful, contemporary, and very, very trendy. It's very hipster. Says the boy in a Pikachu t-shirt. Kristin's vocals are soulful and raspy, and not a lot of singers have that. They don't possess that skill. And it really shows her individuality and how emotionally invested she is in the track. I mean, this girl could sing the dictionary and make it sound soulful. The music is so edgy and there are so many little hooks in there. The hand claps in the middle 8 is something that draws me right in. And the edginess of the instrumental I think sells it without a vocal on it, which is really unique. I just feel like it's a little bit too cool and Kristin's a bit too cool to show off how much fun she should be having. Let loose, Kristin, let your hair down, have a bit of fun. I think That energy would really bring a whole new boost to the track. Five, Over the Sea. I absolutely love this track. Oh my god, it's like something from an epic adventure fantasy fiction film, and Magnus really seems to bring that to life. I find the song very empowering without being too much in your face empowering. Like, it's not stand up for yourself empowerment. It's very much subdued and subliminal. Also, those cultural inflections in there, I'm sold. Okay, judge me all you like, but since I heard this song, it has not left my head. I cannot get it out. It's so bubblegum pop. A bit tacky, but that's what I love. I love bubblegum pop tackiness, and Liza Vassilieva does it so well. Also, I kind of wanted to just get through, so everybody just says Liza Vassilieva. It's a great name. I just feel like the world is so serious that we just need a bit of fun nowadays. Just let loose and have a laugh. So many other deep songs out there. I feel like this could be a great break in between. If you've got a full run of serious songs and you shove this one in there, it will really grasp the audience's attention and it will get them votes. And if it hasn't left my head after reacting to it, I feel like it will really grasp the casual listener. Oh, what a great tune. This is a theatrical performance, and the power that this guy possesses on the stage and his stage presence is phenomenal, and I am hooked. What I love about this is that Rein manages to use some really good vocal power and the whole staging of Vikings to really get across a story, but at the same time use some really good dance beats, and together they make the perfect love child. This screams Eurovision to me. It's a great dance track, and it is an amazing blend of substance and novelty. Now, I know on my first reaction I wasn't too sold, but now that I've heard it again and again and again, it has been creeping right up my charts, I tell you. This is storytelling at its best. The moody music really draws you in to begin with, and Ulrich's angelic vocals really boost the song's emotional level. Because lyrically, I didn't think it was all that strong, but when you've got the dramatic music and the emotional and vulnerable vocals, it really doesn't matter that much because the song sells itself. I think the key word here is passion and raw emotion. Killer vocals? Check. Contagious hook? Check. Dramatic music? Check. Recipe for success. And when I think of this track, I just can't get the hook out of my head. It's... So that means my number one is goooooo and Sondre. It's fresh, current, contagious. My only concern for the track is that maybe it's too current for Eurovision. We don't usually have things that current representing a country. They're kind of seen as too cool, do you know what I mean? goooooo has so much attitude in this track, and her artistry really comes through. She is really paving the way for what kind of artist that she wants to be. And this sort of stuff is really current in the UK, so maybe that's why I'm digging it. The song is punchy, powerful, and it has an amazing breakdown. Oh my god, when I first heard that breakdown is so good. It could cheer up the grumpiest of people. Now, lyrically, it is so good, and I think it is underrated lyrically, because I think it is a really important message that we should be telling our young girls and young boys around the world, is that people need to value themselves and have self-worth. Don't be a doormat, stand up for you. And yet again, this is empowerment without being preachy. This is empowerment by telling her story and almost singing in hindsight, so looking back at the situation and saying what she would have done differently. And I respect her. goooooo, you're my number one. But also, may I add, my number one was the only one that was in Norwegian and not English. There we have it. That is my top 10 for the Melodi Grand Prix 2020, coming to a head on Saturday. But that's just my opinion. What did you guys think? I love seeing all of your top 10s and all of your different opinions. Music is subjective. There's no right or wrong answers. So I love seeing everybody's different opinions. So please let me know your top 10. And if you're back in Norway this year, give this video a great big thumbs up so I can see how many of my subscribers and viewers are Norway fans. Also, before you go anywhere, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that cheeky little bell notification button. Dinner! No dinner. All that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Now I'm leaving for